It's good on Rocky Top. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the NC State Wolfpack taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit.
Turning it on! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage.
A shot toward the end zone, and his throw is incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Johnson wants to throw it. Another incompletion on third down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So NC State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. We've been watching them all year, but David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last two.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They've had a really good start to their season.
And they're about to get that recognition then if they can just keep winning. You've got to stick to the formula. This is a team that prides themselves on being physical and executing. You got to see that today.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Johnson looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got it. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Vols have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Vols!
best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time. And
flying down the left side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. To the air on 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's Cunningham. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
On target to the left. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this QB started to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
Complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got a man. Plows through the defense. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The play-action fake. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Volunteers are threatening in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They go to the ground. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Back to throw, it's Cano. He tries to take the top off. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Trying to take it back. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Cunningham. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. The Vols will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes one deep. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UNLV. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Fakes to grab. On the move at the 30. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He's got his man. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They were really starting to put a drive together after a couple of incompletions. Now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. It's complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Looking downfield, it's Cano. On target. He's going to be stopped a yard or two short of the 20. It'll bring up fourth down and decision time. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He'll pull it down and run. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. NC State going up tempo. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Snags it over the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking for the goal line. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun, they give to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Quickly complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Sweet cut there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Volunteers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Caught in the backfield, it's Vincent. It's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. The Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The inside handoff. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Might as well give it to him again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Vincent. Touchdown ball! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
But man, the defense defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. The sweet feet buy a little time. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Wants to throw. It's Whitaker. Makes the grab. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Looking to pass. It's Whitaker. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the route is on.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by just 4 to Sam Houston. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose.
second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Winston. Oh, he's got a chance. Turns it on down the left side. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Right on the money. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Got a little room. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Pressure coming. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They reached into the bag of tricks on 3rd down, and it did not work.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo.
Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cunningham.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Johnson wants to throw it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to run it. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Volunteers look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Red pass, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
The return is tackled down at the 27. And the NC State offense will take over.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Whitaker. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Gets the back moving. He'll start this drive firing. Caught over the middle. It's Akbar. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Unloads it left. Got his man all by himself. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Gives it on the option. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown ball. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Oh, he's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Whitaker. Breaks free in the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Quick spin on the run. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
This guy can throw it.
It's less than a touchdown lead.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. How about this defense? Slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to... The clock from here. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we had this thing in hand.